Are you walking every day, convinced that you're doing everything necessary to protect your health and your future? If you're over 60, I have to tell you a blunt but vital truth. Walking, while wonderful for the heart, is tragically insufficient to protect the structure that truly gives you independence. Think about it. What good is a strong heart if a minor stumble can mean a broken hip and the end of your autonomy? The real silent threat that all of us over 60 face is called sarcopenia, the progressive and relentless loss of muscle, bone, and balance. And it's this loss, not age itself, that pushes us toward dependency. I am Dr. Elena Castillo, and for over 30 years, my professional mission has been to be a compassionate ally to you. I have witnessed the pain of my patients as they realize that, despite their daily walks, their muscles fail them when they need them most. I understand the frustration, the fear of falling, and the deep desire to continue managing their own lives, to get up from that chair, carry that shopping bag, and tie their shoes without assistance. Today, we are going to abandon the idea that walking alone is enough. We are going to replace that time with strength and balance exercises that are the only true medicine for shielding your body against frailty and dependence. These are not complicated gym exercises, but therapeutic movements, backed by the science of longevity, that you can do at home, leaning against a chair or a wall. I promise you that these 5 specific movements do far more for your safety, posture, and vitality than any walking marathon. We are going to build that muscular shield that will allow you to live with the dignity and fulfillment you deserve. Think about this. Walking is fantastic for your engine, your heart and lungs, but it's insufficient for fueling your chassis, your muscles and bones. Our bodies have 2 main types of muscle fibers. Type I fibers, the endurance fibers, are activated when you walk or jog gently. They're slow and efficient for aerobic exercise. But the fibers that provide the explosive power to jump off a couch, climb a flight of stairs without panting, or recover from an unexpected slip are type 2, or fast-twitch fibers. And these, my dear listeners, only respond to resistance and load. If you don't give them a clear signal that you need that power, the body, after a certain age, is terribly efficient at destroying these fast-twitch fibers. It's a cruel evolutionary mechanism. The body prioritizes efficiency and discards what it deems unnecessary. And if you just walk, the body interprets that strength is unnecessary. That's why just walking is no longer enough. Your body needs that specific signal to maintain its muscle strength. Sarcopenia isn't just an aesthetic issue of muscle shrinking. It's profoundly functional. It begins by attacking the large muscle groups in your legs and torso, your quadriceps and glutes. These are the muscles that define your ability to sit down and stand up from a chair without using your arms, to carry bags, or to maintain your balance on uneven floors. When these pillars weaken, your center of gravity shifts, your posture slumps, and suddenly, that small rug that was never a problem becomes a monumental risk. The fear of falling, a natural and protective reaction, leads to limited movement, to stiff movements. And this limitation, ironically, accelerates the remaining muscle loss. It's a vicious cycle of fragility that we must break decisively, and the only way to break it is to force these muscles to work under resistance. The good news, the one I want you to take away today, is that the body, even at 70, 80, or 90 years old, responds remarkably well to progressive overload. The science of gerontology is very clear. It's never too late to gain muscle and strength. We don't need to lift heavy weights. We don't need to join a noisy gym. What we need is to use our own body weight intelligently, or perhaps a simple resistance band. The crucial thing is to provide a stimulus so that the muscle sends a message to the nervous system that says, I need to rebuild myself, and even more importantly, I need to strengthen the bone to which I'm attached. This connection between muscle and bone is vital. Strength training not only nourishes muscle fibers, it's also the primary mechanical stimulus for maintaining bone density and preventing osteoporosis. Walking, being low impact, doesn't provide enough pressure to strengthen the femur or hip, but controlled exercises, such as assisted squats, calf raises, or hip extensions, do. We're talking about movements that are, in fact, pure medicine for protecting your skeleton. Let's focus right now on the 5 essential movements that safely reverse sarcopenia, specifically strengthening the pillars of your independence: lifting, gripping, and stability. Forget long walks and focus on this movement medicine in the comfort of your own home. Let's start with the first one, the one I affectionately call the pump of life, and you can start practicing right now, even if you're sitting down, although the standing version is more powerful. Exercise 1. Calf activation, the pump of life. This movement has an impact far beyond the legs. The calves, that muscle group at the back of the lower leg, are essentially our second heart. Their function isn't simply to move us. They are the main engine of venous return. Think about it. The main part of the heart pumps blood down with great force, but it needs help to bring the blood back up, fighting against relentless gravity, especially from the feet. This is where the calf muscles come in. Every time you take a step or flex your ankle, these muscles contract and, metaphorically, squeeze the deoxygenated blood from the deep veins, propelling it back up to the chest. When we're sedentary, this vital mechanism shuts down. The direct result: chronic swelling in the ankles and feet, edema, heavy legs, an increased risk of varicose veins, and unnecessary pressure on the heart. By consciously and rhythmically activating the calf muscles, we alleviate this burden and dramatically improve peripheral circulation. It's an act of kindness toward your entire cardiovascular system. How to perform this move safely? We need support. Stand facing a stable surface: the kitchen counter, a sturdy chair, or a wall. 1. Stability first. Use the support only to maintain balance, not to bear your weight. Relax your shoulders and keep your gaze forward. 2. Heel raises. Slowly raise both heels off the ground, rising onto your toes. Try to reach the maximum height that is comfortable. Feel the contraction in your calves. Hold this position for a second, and then lower your heels slowly and with control. 3. Toe raises, the complete pump. Once your heels touch the ground, let's complete the movement. Lift the balls of your feet upward, so that only your heels remain in contact with the ground. This stretches the front of your leg and ensures that you're maximizing the pumping effect. 4. The rhythm. Find a steady rhythm, alternating between heel raises, and toe raises. We want the movement to be slow and deliberate. 5. Repetitions. Perform this complete cycle, heels up, toes up, for 15 to 20 repetitions. If you can only do 10 with good control at first, that's sufficient. This life pump exercise should become a daily habit, a dose of venous medicine you can take anytime. Whether you're watching TV or waiting for the water to boil, do 20 repetitions. It's a minimal investment with a massive return in terms of comfort and vascular health. Now that we've secured lower circulation and activated our second heart, let's focus on the fundamental pillar of independence, the ability to get up. We'll concentrate on exercise 2, the king of movements for longevity. Exercise 2. Wall push-ups, the rejuvenating posture. If the calf pump took care of your lower circulatory system, this second movement will take care of your vital structure, the upper body. As we age, the natural tendency is to slouch. The chest muscles tighten and the back muscles weaken. This not only makes us look older, but also compresses our lungs, making it difficult to breathe deeply and decreasing our energy. Wall push-ups are the perfect solution. They offer all the benefits of an upper body strengthening exercise: chest, shoulders, triceps, without the strain or impact we sometimes associate with floor push-ups. Our goal is to slowly undo the hunchback of age and expand the rib cage. Why is pushing strength essential? Think about it. Pushing strength is what allows you to get up from a low chair, open a heavy door, or, in case of a minor stumble, use your arms to break your fall against a wall or other surface. It's functional strength, pure autonomy. Step-by-step instructions, 8 to 10 repetitions. 1. The starting position. Stand facing a solid, stable wall. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height and slightly wider than shoulder width apart. The ideal distance from your feet to the wall should allow you to fully extend your arms and keep your body straight, like a plank. From your heels to your head, this is crucial. Do not bend at the hips or waist. Maintain that straight line, that rejuvenating posture. 2. The connection. Gently tighten your abdomen and glutes. We want the body to move as a single unit, which protects the lower back. 3. The descent phase. Inhale. Slowly bend your elbows, allowing your chest to approach the wall. Inhale as you lower yourself, feeling your ribcage expand. Your elbows should point outward or slightly downward, depending on what is most comfortable for your wrists and shoulders. Lower yourself until you feel a gentle stretch in your shoulders and chest, or until your nose is almost touching the wall. 4. The push-off phase. Exhale. Pause for 1 second and, with controlled force, push against the wall until your arms are fully extended. Exhale sharply as you push, feeling your chest and triceps muscles activate. 5. Adjusting the intensity. The intensity of this exercise is fully customizable. If you need to be closer to the wall at first to reduce the effort, do so. To increase the difficulty, simply move 1 step away from the wall, increasing the angle of inclination, and therefore, the load on your arms. The important thing is to maintain that straight line in each repetition and focus on the quality of the movement, not the quantity. Look for that feeling of expansion and strengthening. This exercise is your shield against upper body weakness and slouching. Performed consistently, you'll notice not only that carrying shopping bags or pushing objects becomes easier, but also that your ability to breathe deeply will improve dramatically. Upright posture is the first visible sign of vitality and is a gift we give to our lungs and spine. Now, we'll move on to an exercise that perfectly complements these first 2 movements, focusing on core stability and fall prevention, which I call Exercise 3, Assisted Squats, the secret of independence. This exercise isn't a luxury, it's a fundamental necessity. Think about it. What movement most defines our daily autonomy and our ability to live without depending on others? It's precisely the ability to sit down and stand up without assistance. Every time you get up from a low sofa, a dining chair, or, crucially, the toilet, you're performing a squat. If we lose the strength and control for this movement, we lose a vital part of our freedom and dignity. To do this, we'll use a sturdy chair, preferably without wheels, and firmly placed against a wall or any stable surface. Safety is our top priority. Preparation and posture. 1. Position. Stand directly in front of the chair, leaving just 1 or 2 centimeters of space. Place your feet shoulder-width apart and allow your toes to point slightly outward. 2. The axis. Keep your gaze straight ahead, chest high, as if you were wearing an invisible medal and didn't want your uniform to droop. Extend your arms forward or cross them over your chest. This is your starting position, upright and ready. Controlled execution, descent phase. 1. The lowering. Inhale. Begin the movement as if you are going to sit down. Don't rush. The key is controlling the lowering. Imagine your hips are a hinge and you are trying to sit down in a chair that is slightly behind you. As you lower yourself slowly, it should take about 3 seconds. Inhale deeply. 2. Critical points. It is crucial that your knees follow the direction of your feet and never collapse inwards. Your shins should remain as vertical as possible, and your torso should lean slightly forward for balance, but without rounding your back. 3. The tension point. Lower yourself until your glutes are about to touch the seat, or to the point where you can safely maintain tension. The chair is your safety net. It's a reference point, not a place of complete rest. We want to challenge those muscles, not let them rest. Hold that tension for a moment. The power, ascent phase. 1. The push. Exhale. Now, with a firm exhalation, push forcefully upwards, concentrating the energy in your heels, as if you wanted to leave your footprint on the ground. 2. The goal. Lift yourself up in a controlled and powerful manner until you are fully upright, gently contracting your glutes at the end of the movement. The goal is to return to the starting position without bouncing or jerking. The goal is to complete 8 to 10 repetitions. If your legs feel shaky at first or you need to lightly adjust the seat, that's perfectly fine. The focus is on the quality of the lowering phase, the slowness, and the power of the lifting phase. This exercise works the body's largest muscles, the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. By strengthening these pillars, we not only improve our ability to stand up, but we also significantly increase our basal metabolic rate, aid bone density, and provide a solid foundation for our overall balance. A strong foundation is the best insurance policy against falls, allowing us to walk with greater confidence and stability on any surface. Remember, we're not looking to lift Olympic weights. We're looking for functionality and endurance. We're investing in the ability to keep doing what we love. Now, let's move on to our fourth exercise, which focuses on rhythm, agility, and our body's ability to coordinate complex movements without the strain of impact. The stationary high knee march. This exercise is a functional gem. Not only does it gently activate your cardiovascular system, which is great for your heart and circulation, but it's also a fantastic tool for honing your balance and coordination. Think about it. Every time you walk, you spend a brief moment balancing on one leg. This forced march improves that critical skill without putting your joints through the stress of brisk walking or running. Its low-impact nature makes it ideal even for those days when your joints are feeling a little more sensitive. The technique: balance and rhythm. To prepare, stand upright with your feet hip-width apart and your shoulders relaxed. If you need support at first, you can stand near a wall or use the back of a lightweight chair. But try not to rely on it. Use it only as a safety net. The key is not speed, but height and control. We'll begin the movement by raising your right knee. The goal is to try to get your thigh parallel to the floor. That is, to get your knee to hip height. If that's too high, don't worry. Raise it as high as feels comfortable today. As your knee rises, your opposite foot, in this case, your left, should remain firmly planted, but not rigid. Incorporate the natural movement of your arms. As your right knee rises, your left arm should move forward. This cross-body movement, right knee, left arm, is fundamental for neural coordination, replicating the natural synergy of the gait we use daily. This forces our brain to connect hemispheres and improves our overall body awareness. As you lower your right knee, immediately begin to raise your left knee, using your right arm. Aim for a steady rhythm, as if you were tapping out in place. Feel your hip flexors, the upper part of your thigh and groin, working, and how your abdominal muscles subtly engage to keep your core stable. The challenge is to keep your torso still and upright. Avoid leaning to the side as you switch legs. We want the movement to be vertical, not swaying. We'll try to maintain this movement for 30 seconds. At first, 30 seconds might seem like an eternity if we focus on lifting our knees high. But remember that consistency trumps intensity. If you start to feel unsteady or need to slow down, do so. Concentrate on controlling the lowering of your foot. The stationary high knee walk is, in essence, a controlled takeoff and landing exercise, strengthening our ability to momentarily support our weight on one leg, which makes us less likely to trip on curbs or uneven stairs. It's the fluidity, grace, and precision of this movement that prepares us to navigate the world with renewed lightness and less fear of losing our balance. We've reached the end of this session, where we've reinforced that true balance is built on consistency, improving cross-body coordination, and strengthening that core stability that transforms our daily interaction with the world. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, but confidence and fluidity in every step. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these coordination exercises did you find most challenging? Or where did you notice the most immediate improvement in your gait? Leave your answer in the comments. If you found this stability guide valuable, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to join our active health community, and share this video with a loved one. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you on this journey toward wellness. Until next time, with love, Dr. Elena Castillo.